Hello, my name is Brandy Cassista, and I did my paper on mental health illnesses in the workplace. So, having a mental illness it's not always just so black and white. Being able to function day to day with a mental illness can be very difficult for some people. Sometimes just getting out of bed is hard for most people. So, being able to be a normal person in society and being able to work and have a mental illness can be very hard. And sometimes there's things that get in the way where people don't understand, and sometimes you feel like you can't really express yourself and how you feel, and be able to tell people exactly what's going on with you. But there's some things that I talked about in my paper that I think would be very beneficial for myself, others, and other companies and employers to be able to help other people that have mental illnesses. Some of the things that I saw was what employers can do. An employer can reach out to the people, and by people I mean their employees, and tell them, if you are really stressed out or you have anxiety or depression or you're bipolar, it's okay. We're not going to judge you for it. Just be honest and open with us where we can, adjust our schedule to benefit your mental health. Some other things that employees can do, and you as someone that has a mental illness can do, is to be honest and to be open about your mental illness. Sometimes I know it's very hard. A lot of people don't really want to do that, but you can't expect change if you don't address it. Being able to not come into work because your anxiety is just so bad without you explaining to your employers about your mental illness, they're not going to understand. So until you do that, it's almost like pointless. You have to be able to explain to your employers what's going on with your life for them to be able to do their part to help you. There's a lot of negative stereotypes about mental illness. Some of them could be that people with mental illness cannot function in day-to-day society, which is completely false. A lot of people can. So, and there's a lot of people in this world that have mental illness that you don't even know. Me, myself, I have really bad anxiety, and sometimes me working affects that. I can be super stressed out. I just need a moment. Sometimes I have to walk away. But lucky for me, my employers know that and they understand that. And I have other coworkers that have mental illnesses as well. A lot of other stereotypes is people with mental illness just don't work, and they use it as an excuse. That's another stereotype, that people use mental illness as an excuse so they don't have to do things, which is completely false. Mental illness is a thing, anxiety is a thing, and depression is a thing people deal with every single day, and they need you to be there and be understanding, and to understand that some days are better than others and some days are really bad compared to others. Mental illness is something that all employers and companies should be well-rounded and educated about. You never know what your employee is going through, and sometimes it affects their job, how they work. But sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes they just put on a happy face and they go on about their day. But it's always best to always check on your employees and see how they're doing, especially if you do know that they might have a mental illness or they've come to you to tell you that. Another thing that companies should do is to make sure that they know that they have an open door, and that anyone can come and talk to them about their problems, even if it is personal. Some companies don't really like to do that, but I also believe that every company, especially bigger companies, they should have a type of counselor for people to talk to, because some people just don't have people to talk to about things and stuff like that. So hopefully my paper explains as much of it as possible about how it is an important subject for me and how it should be an important subject for others. Mental illness is a real thing, and hopefully you enjoyed my paper. Thank you.